So the other day I was watching YouTube and I came across this recipe. Um, I was actually looking for old Gaither videos, and looking for Gaither videos, any member of the group will pop up sometimes on YouTube. But I was watching Mark Lowry do a Mississippi pot roast. Well, I actually left him a suggestion. I was telling him about how Grandma used to do it with the potatoes in from the beginning. So that's what I'm going to do. And I just thought I'd record it and see how it goes. So we head to the stage. Get the pot roast browning. I got the cheapest one I could find. I got my onions being chopped up. My kitchen is a mess, or I would do a beautiful, here's everything. But my kitchen is a mess because I'm going through cabinets again, just tossing. It's fun. There we go. So, the recipe calls for the meat to be stewed. That's what I'm doing right now. I know people who do this, but I don't normally. Here we go. I gotta say that looks really pretty already. Alright, so come over here. I got 2. Now, here's something I remember Grandma once saying, literally once saying, and I was kind of young, but it's cold and flu season, so we're in January, and it's always good to add an extra onion. So instead of 1 onion, I did 2, and put some garlic in there too. And I'm getting ready to peel the potatoes and put the potatoes in. And then all I'll have to do is add the roast. Alright, I don't know about y'all, but one of my least favorite things to do is to cut up potatoes, and especially peel them. But I suggested that they go in from the start, so I'm curious to know how that tastes like. I'm curious to know what this all tastes like, period. But I just finished searing the meat, which I'm surprised is not burnt. I burn. When I sear, I burn. I don't sear, I burn it. And then it's going to go in on top of that, or 2 of juice. And 2 ranch dips. A stick of butter, and then like I said, I'm going to do the potatoes in there and some garlic. So give me a few. I keep pausing this, so it seems like one long video, but I'm pausing it to get all this done. Okay, so there's the stick of butter, the 2 packets of Hidden, 2 packets of Ajou, and I added some garlic, like I said I was going to. Now, my grandmother used to do a pot roast, kind of like you would do, so that the next day you could do beef stew with it. I used to love that growing up. So it would be the pot roast, onions, carrots, celery, potatoes, usually water in there too. So the next day we could have some beef stew, which was always good. And yeah, I remember that. Alright, there's a couple more things. One more thing I need to add, I think. Just bear with me and I'll be right back. One last thing, a jar of pepperoncinis. Now, I got a 32-ounce jar. I'm not sure if that's the right size or not, but we're going to find out. Yeah, the motto of my life right about now is, I'm not sure this is going to work, but we're going to find out. Give me 2. Just so y'all know, that's a lot of peppers. But there we go. I have actually inherited my aunt's slow cooker, which reminds me of the one Grandma used to have growing up. I love it. But there, everything's in there. I'm turning it on right now. And it's going to go, and I will show you pictures and maybe another video when it gets done. I do want to say this because I want to upload this to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to different things, trying to get out of my headspace. But I do want to just take a minute. I don't know if Mr. Lowry, you'll see this. I'm sorry, I was raised to be polite and call my elders Mr. or Mrs. You ever meet me, you have my permission to bop me upside the head, go ahead. But if you do get to see this, and if you're ever in the area, now granted, this year, which is 2023, the closest so far that I've seen that you're going to be is Lancaster and Hershey, which is about roughly 2 hours, depending on traffic, from where I currently live. But if you ever want to come along over to New Jersey, especially if you're in the area on a Saturday, there's a little place called Cowtown Farm Market. I remember seeing that you like going through farm markets. And that's in Woodstown, New Jersey. And I currently live in Carneys Point. I would be happy to show you around, show you the old country church I keep talking about. And you're more than welcome to join us for Sunday. But I just gotta say, you have been one of the biggest blessings in the past probably about a month now, since I actually started watching and following you a lot longer, but actually watching your Just Whenevers. You've truly been a blessing. Over the past 3 years, I have been in and out of depression. I have lost 3 people who were near and dear to me, one of which was my mama. And in all that, I started to succumb to the enemy, whispering in the ear, did this wrong, did that wrong, It's always fun when he wants to whisper in your ear. But I was looking for a song. It was actually a Gaither song that brought me back to all this. That started stirring in me something new. But I've been looking for a song. And I came across your YouTube. And I've been watching the videos. I've been listening to the Just Whenevers. And going back to my youth, there's something about the hymns. Don't get me wrong. I love praise and worship music. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But there's something about the hymns that just grab you in a way. I love it. But I thought I'd share. And I thought I would get that invite. You probably never want to see this. That's fine. I don't care. The invite will always stand until the Lord comes or the world loses you, which I hope it doesn't. I hope the Lord comes first. The rate it's going, he's going to come first.